Hello, it's Sunday, and I thought I've got my beautiful daughter here. Her birthday's tomorrow, and we are gonna make, what did I call it? Summer salsa. We're making salsa because we're having tacos today, and so I'm just gonna get started because I feel like every time I get on these lives, I wait 30 minutes and just talk nonsense, and then I get started. So instead of doing that, because it will save for 24 hours, and hopefully I can save it to my Hey, hello. We're making salsa. Now this is a kind of a family recipe. My brother-in-law, Craig, makes amazing salsa and always has. And so I got his recipe from him and then decided I would kind of tweak it a little because, I don't know, are you team chunky salsa or are you team smooth salsa? We like smooth salsa, but we'll also eat chunky. So my brother-in-law he chops everything by hand.
Chunky just reminds, it's just pico. That's what it reminds me of. Pico de gallo.
Yeah, it kind of is like that, but team both, Krista. Krista, come join us.
Be team both.
Okay, but this is just this is how I do it. And so it's adapted from Craig's recipe. And I kind of just make it smooth all in my BlendTech blender. It's super, super easy. Yeah, team whatever Uncle Craig made. Oh my. Chunky salsa is what they called me in high school. No, they did not.
In high school.
Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to add a whole 28 ounce, I believe it is. 28 ounce can of whole tomatoes to your blender.
Can you see the blender? Should we move it down?
I think they can. If you can't see it, let us know.
I think the comments are in the way.
Oh, whoa.
Just do that.
Okay, you can't see my face, but that's kind of okay. So you're going to put 28 ounces of whole tomatoes in first, okay? Then the next thing you're going to do, scoot this over. Maybe we can angle it up a little so you can see both.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like Kissy's home. Okay, the next thing I like to do is to put the chunky stuff in. One is
Hansel barking in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so what you're going to do is just cut your bell pepper. Okay, so you're going to need 1 can of 28 ounce tomato sauce. And then I just cut the top and bottom off the bell pepper. And I kind of go around the bottom. Get that out. Slice one little piece. Yeah, I will in just a minute. And then you can open it up and just slice it. Can they see? Oh.
Yeah, they can see.
Okay, and then just slice it open like this. And just slice, slice, slice all that gunk stuff out. We don't need any of that.
I don't think you can. I pointed it down so she could see the
Lift it up. So there's Kissy. Hey, how'd your song go today?
That's a whole nother story.
Oh, okay. She sang in church today. Okay, so we're gonna do that.
Online?
Yeah, so let's just show them what we're gonna do first of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna chunk these in half like this, just into like 2-inch cubes. I'm gonna throw them in. Cubes in the blender.
I found it downstairs.
Yes, she was wearing her crown. It's a tradition in our family on your birthday to wear a crown. The girls anyway.
Not
yeah.
Wade.
Yeah. Wade, did you wear a crown?
Wade never wore a crown.
Wade never wore a crown.
Where's Brandon? I have alien jerky for him.
Okay, so
Coming soon.
throw that in the trash. And then you're gonna do 5 green onions. That would be 4. And you're just gonna chop this piece off and a little bit of the bottom. Just like that. And then I just kind of cut it into big chunks again. Again, this is all going to be blended, so you don't need to have a ton of prep. Wow, good job, Lo. Okay. We love salsa all summer long. Tastes great with breakfast foods. Tastes great just out of the jar. It's a great snack in the middle of the day. You can see I have no rhyme or reason for how big these are. I just chunk them up. Chunk them up. Okay, so we're just at this point we are stuffing the BlendTech. All right. Okay. I feel like if I can't see you,
But they
then
can't
what am
see
I
you.
doing?
They weren't seeing you cut, so I had to pull
Okay.
it down.
There. I'll bring
Chunky.
it down. Okay.
Lots in there.
Okay, so then jalapenos. So some people don't like touching it because if you touch the jalapeno, some of those oils from the jalapeno can get on your fingers, and then if you touch your eye, you're in serious trouble. But I don't know, maybe my hands are used to it. So that's what the inside looks like, for those who don't know. Those seeds are super hot. Now, my husband likes his salsa hot. If you do too, just add this whole thing right into the blender. If you don't like it, scoop out the insides with a spoon. And mine's a toddler spoon because that's what I grabbed first. Because the seeds is really what creates that heat the most. And you can just throw that in there. So I've got one half with, the other half no seeds or inside the jalapeno. Normally I put all seeds in, but because I've got kids here, I'm gonna do it a little bit.
Not us, baby kids.
No, the baby kids like Logan. So here's the second thing. Cilantro is life. Please don't tell me
Logan,
any of you are
there's
soap
Wawa.
cilantroers.
Hide.
That you think that these are like, taste like soap. They don't.
Wait.
So what you want to do is take half of it and put it straight on top. Straight on top. Now, the last thing you're going to do is put a whole can of this hot green chilies, diced green chilies. Hatch, it doesn't matter what brand. I'm not particular, as long as they're hot. I like the hot ones because sometimes the jalapenos don't bring the heat as much as others. A lot of jalapenos, depending on their size and if they have blistering on them, will determine the heat. There's Wawa! Okay, so now all you're gonna do, let me move this aside. Let's put this more in the center. So all you're gonna do at this point is just pulse. You don't want to completely pulverize it, although I have done that and it still tastes good. And really, you can create your own desired thickness of chunks. This isn't smooth enough for me, and there's a few little scraggly cilantros, so I'm going to put those on top. I think we're ready. I don't want it to be too super non-chunky. I want there to be a few little chunks. You can tell from the top of the lid. There's a little bit of chunkiness to it. Okay. Now, the fun part. Now we're gonna, we're just gonna pour that all into a bowl.
I like to see it. It always bothers me when I watch that.
Okay. And then you're gonna add 28-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now I don't have that, so I have 15 ounces, which is going to be, 2 ounces more than normal, but who cares? That's going to be just fine. Okay.
Gumbo in the pot.
Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some freshly chopped cilantro, because I'm a freak about cilantro. I love.
Really big.
Huh? No, it's not. It's supposed to be that way. It's a spoon.
I know it's a spoon.
No, I mean it's a wooden spoon, like a scooper spoon. Anyway, I'm just going to rough chop to start while Leanna's stirring that. The rest of the cilantro.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah,
Also, I don't talk like that.
most of
I can't help getting accents.
most of my recipes, I don't get a lot of questions for, except like bake time or stuff like that. I'm hoping I explain it well enough and that they're simple enough to do at home. If you have fresh tomatoes, you could chop them. You can.
We have some water in it.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but we don't need it.
Logan, let's not turn that on right now, honey.
Okay. Anyway, you can add fresh tomatoes if you want from your garden during the summer.
I can see that it's.
Yeah, you can show 'em.
I don't want to.
So it's smooth, but it has texture to it, I guess is the best way to say it. It's not
It's
a
not
pico
gonna
de
all
gallo.
fall off of a chip.
No, it's not like a.
Dang on me.
Speaking of chips, talk about our best chips ever. Our best advice. think they're behind them. Behind me.
I don't know if you can get these anywhere other than Utah.
Yeah, you can. They're in Texas. That's all that matters.
They are?
Yeah, at
Well,
Walmart.
these are Juanita's tortilla chips, gluten-free, and they're super, super yummy. They taste like you would make them yourself, like homemade.
They're so fresh and they're crisp.
They have a good crunch to them, and they hold the salsa and different stuff really well.
Well, what I love about them a lot is, okay, let's go ahead and do this first. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to add a half of that amount. This other half, I'm going to show you what I do with that in just a minute.
Banana.
So, she's steadying.
It's okay.
Yeah. So look at this. Look at that. Oh,
It's chunky.
it is so amazing. Okay, now, there's no seasoning yet. There's no seasoning. Okay, let me talk a minute.
Wow.
Okay, so there's no seasoning in this yet, and that's what we're gonna do next. So what I do, here's my, this is not what Craig uses. I think he uses some of this, but this is what I do. I use Tabasco. I use Slap Your Mama. I just put slap on it in my own little containers. This is a Cajun. I don't even know if I have any up there.
I don't think you have the
But
original.
this, you can get this at Buc-ee's if you're in Texas,
You can get it at
H-E-B,
Walmart.
or you can get it at Walmart. And it is a Cajun spice blend that has heat with it. It just has a little kick and seasoning that tastes so good. So I just kind of sprinkle on the top. I don't measure, sorry.
I can't see.
Huh? Okay, I sprinkle on the top, and then I use Redmond's salt. It's got really good trace minerals in it, a lot of good stuff. It's better for you. So I love French salt too, but I want a more fine salt for the salsa. I don't want to ever pick up salsa and get a big chunk of French salt. So I use Redmond salt in everything else that I use for baking that needs a smoother texture. But for my French salt, I'll use for breads and brownies and top of cookies mostly. But anyway, this is really good.
I feel like the salt is the thing that you kind of have to work with the salsa.
Absolutely.
Sometimes after you put it in and you let it all meld together, you have a piece with the chip, and it's not like. I don't know how to explain it. It's
You
just
need
not
a little more
salty
salt.
enough.
So it's by taste.
So
the other
the
thing
salt
you
is
want to
by
use
taste.
is garlic salt. I would typically, if it needs more salt, I'll add garlic salt before I'll add regular salt. Again, all I'll do is sprinkle over the top. Okay, just to start, I already did Slap Your Mama.
Yeah.
What I didn't do is this. This is the secret ingredient right here. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Lee, stir, stir, stir.
Woohoo! I'm on live to stir pot.
That's right. Okay, boil them, smash them, put them in a stew. All right, so that is the salsa recipe. Oh, about these chips, about these Juanita chips, let me tell you. Throw away all your tortilla dreams for all the other chips.
Like if you can't find them. I feel like Tostitos, the ones we used to use, the scoops, were really good.
Yeah,
but
the
these
whole
are-
wheat ones
yeah,
are amazing.
That's what I mean, the scoops. Totally.
Yeah, these ones though, these are nacho lovers' dreams.
They're
Come
not,
true.
Joe.
They're not, yo. No, they're seriously amazing. They have, because they're so perfectly crunchy, they don't get soggy. So if you have old taco meat, next day taco meat, put this on a on a cookie sheet.
You make some nachos.
Put
They're
your taco
very
meat, your
crunchy.
cheese.
And I feel like, I don't know, I don't have a lot of gluten-free chips, but I feel like these don't taste like gluten-free.
No. Yeah, they're gluten free, by the way.
They're good.
Okay, Leanna doing the tester taste test here. And I like to make this about an hour before I serve it because it just tastes better. The flavors will blend,
Hey, Logan.
mix a little bit better.
No more.
Logan has taken advantage of this situation.
He's eating chocolate. Hey, no more. How much yummy?
Nothing is better than homemade salsa. Okay, maybe brownies. It's not too hot. I would probably have added the jalapeno seeds on both sides to get it a little more
It
hot.
needs a little spice.
Yeah. So what I'm
But
gonna
for kids,
do?
it'll be enough.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is add a little more slap slap your mom. And a little more Tabasco.
We like to shorten everything.
Yeah. So again, it's kind of play with it to your flavor, to your taste buds. But you just kind of sprinkle over the top and then you'll know. You know, stir it all together. Let it sit for 30 minutes before you start adding. Now, I will tell you another secret. If it is piping hot and you can't breathe without drinking 2 cups of milk, you know, because it's just overpoweringly hot because you've added a really hot jalapeno. By the way, these cans in jalapenos, nasty. They do not give heat. I don't care what the thing says. It doesn't work. Use a real jalapeno. Yeah, it's starting to taste good now.
That tastes great.
It tastes good right away. I'm not gonna lie. And I store this in a canning jar for about a week. It'll last about a week.
In the fridge.
In the fridge.
How do you even move this thing?
Huh?
This thing's crazy.
Sorry, we're kind of all over the place.
There you go.
All right, so this salsa is done. And I like to leave this out. I make this first before I start making tacos because this is what people can snack on when they come over. And with all those flavors blending, it's amazing. So the reason I chopped up the other cilantro.
Speaking of snacking. Ow.
When you make tacos and salsa,
Gotta have some cheese dip.
you have to buy this Velveeta. Mexican Velveeta. Do not buy regular Velveeta. Search. Find. There's really, I mean, it doesn't taste the same. I've made queso for years and I've tried every recipe. You put canned chicken soup in it or sour cream or cream cheese and all. No, the best queso you'll ever taste is so freaking easy. All you have to do is get
Other
the
than
Mexican.
Lupe's.
True.
You know what's
Lupe
good?
Tortilla restaurant in Texas
I like
is my
queso
favorite.
with like the ground beef in it. That's really good too.
That's good too. And you can add taco meat to this. I just always just make the queso by itself. So what I do is I just open a can of Rotel original, not cilantro added, not hot, just original. You want to open that?
Sure.
As I try to open the cheese.
There we go.
And who doesn't love nacho cheese dip? Who?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Who are you if you don't love queso?
I love you. Dang, how do you open this? Oh.
Carefully.
Wait, should I put that in first?
Yeah, you can.
In goes the Rotel saucepan.
He's in Pop-Up's room. Okay.
Ding. Ew, there's
There's like a thing.
I don't know how that works.
All right. And I don't just throw the whole block of cheese into the pot. It won't melt good and you'll sit there forever. So I will just do this.
We're just gonna
Chomp,
make
chomp.
little blocks of cheese.
Hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I moved it.
Okay. So then we have whittles. We have about 1 inch cubes like this. And I
You
just plop, 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 fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Oh
Why did that come to my mind?
gosh.
All
Thanks,
right.
Ashley. It's my birthday's tomorrow, but I still appreciate you saying.
We're kind of celebrating for the next week, right? Deanna?
Yeah, because everybody's busy on Monday.
I know, but you
So-
and me are going to be busy.
We're gonna have a birthday week whenever we have time.
That's right. Because if it was her birthday dinner, this would not be it. It would be steak and potatoes or hamburgers. Am I right?
Spot on.
Steak and potatoes and
Almost.
hamburgers. All right, so now we're going to heat this up until it's melted. Now, the trick to queso is do not be excited and turn your fire to hot mama. That's too much. It heats up too fast and it burns the bottom and then you have that nasty crust on. It's
Elizabeth's
awful.
giving us like all the hearts, and I love it.
Who? Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth. Okay, so what you want to make sure and do is slow and steady is your key to queso. You want to turn it up to about a medium and stir all this together. And then when it's all melted and you're like, I can just lick this whole pot.
I got sad at church because I love you.
Oh, you love me?
I
He
got
loves Yaya
sad.
more than me.
I got sad over there because I love
Expression.
you.
You got sad because you love me? Well,
'Cause
why
he had
did you
to
have to
leave.
be sad?
Because he had to leave.
Oh, because you were in primary and I was teaching music.
No, in
Come here.
that tiny class.
Oh, because you had to go to his tiny class.
His tiny class.
He had a lot of kids in his class. He was doing just fine. But you're sweet, baby. I love you. Okay, so after all of that is done, the only thing you need to add is cilantro. Now, if you are not a cilantro person, I'm not sure you should be following me.
Get on that cilantro train.
Yeah, cilantro needs to be added to this cheese dip. That's what makes this, it's over the top. So all you need to do is add the cilantro after this is all melted. Okay, so remember that the Juanita, I'm gonna put this over here on the stove real quick. And I'm only gonna put it on medium because I don't want to burn it. Now I want to tell you about these spoons. Cavity. This is this is an
Logan, there's
OXO. That's how you pronounce it. I was told that when I worked at Williams-Sonoma. OXO, O-X-O. People don't know how to say it. That's the brand. It's called OXO. These are at Target. They also have these other wooden spoons. This is a bigger one.
One time.
These are magic. Wooden spoons forever. Wooden spoon that actually is a spoon, not flat. And it scoops the salsa,
that's good.
scoops the
One more.
cheese. This is a little baby
more.
one. So cute.
No more.
Go get you one of these. Target has the best.
Do some more.
Oh, you want to say hi to the people?
Here's Logan.
Say hi.
Look,
Got his bike in the
Hey,
house
honk your horn for him.
Yaya's cool.
look.
Woohoo! Say, give me some hearts. Say, give me some hearts. That's where he puts his water. Or his drinks.
Or
huh?
toys that he
Okay,
wants to play
go,
with.
go, go.
Oh.
All right. Bam. Go. All the way. Go. Okay, so queso is done. Now, if you don't like cilantro, I would suggest adding about a fourth of a cup to almost a half a cup of taco meat to your queso.
Yum.
And it'll be delicious. Okay? So, that is our cute little live demo today of salsa and queso. Remember,
Show him I guess you'll have to wait till it melts more.
oh, yeah.
Just want to stir it every so often.
I
so it
don't
doesn't burn.
like hot.
No, you don't like hot stuff. Hey, Avery's mom, your Aunt Ashley says hi.
Can you say hi? Okay.
Such a boy. Are you okay?
So I'm just stirring, getting it all melted, but it's going to take a minute, so we're not going to keep you on the live. But I will post the recipe. It's like 3 things, so it's not hard to do, but it's delicious, and you'll have it all summer long. If ever you have people coming over, that's like just a quick little gathering. If you have that cheese dip and that rotel and cilantro in your pantry, they will love you. Oh, and the chips. These are really the best chips. What I was going to say about the chips, I don't think I did, is that when you do the nachos, get a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet, spread your chips. Don't overcrowd them. Make sure they're kind of spread out. And then put your taco meat on top. Just sprinkle the taco meat. Then cheese. You can do queso, or you can wait and do the queso after, but I usually just do the shredded Mexican cheese. And I am a kind of a cheese snob. I like sharp cheddar on all tacos, all taco things.
That's a Tex-Mex thing.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I looked it up.
Well, now
They
we
use
know.
yellow cheese on their tacos. That's Tex-Mex.
Cool. There you go.
Apparently.
I will also use pepper jack sometimes. Shredded pepper jack is at Trader Joe's. I have not seen shredded pepper jack anywhere besides Trader Joe's.
Logan.
They have like a spicy
Went to the
Mexican
potty.
cheese by Tillamook, I
Went to
think.
the bathroom.
That's got a combination of ones. Those are good too. You can use whatever cheeses you like.
I can't stop eating this.
Is it good now?
It's been
Logan,
good.
you want some? Salsa? It's not hot?
Keep saying what you're saying about cheese.
Oh, and then you want to put it in the oven, 350, or either you can broil. If I'm in a quick hurry, I will just broil for like, well, I just watch it, to be honest. About 5 minutes tops. You just put that in the oven.
some
It's a
that.
quick, yummy meal.
hot.
Then when it comes out of the oven, the chips, let me tell you something. These chips, those Juanita chips,
soggy.
they don't get soggy. No matter how much cheese you put on them, how much stuff. Okay, so you've learned. I am influencing you to go get some tortilla chips. Juanita's tortilla chips are the best. They probably even sell them on Amazon if you can't get them.
I don't know. You should look for it though.
Yeah,
They're good.
They're the best. And they're also gluten free, but they just keep their crunch. That's a better way to say it. They just keep their crunch.
good.
So make nachos the next day. We won't have any because I have to go buy some more. Because I think it's the only chips I have.
They have family size ones.
It's
The
so
regular.
good.
It's so good, Logan. Come here.
Just tiny bit.
Okay,
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
and you loved it.
Or a big
Oh.
Not big.
Okay, it's almost. But every gathering we've ever had, I think I just make salsa.
Yep.
It's a filler. You know how you, with planting, you do a filler, a spiller, and a
Hot.
something. What's that thing called?
I don't know that.
Hot.
Actually.
That is hot.
When you do a potted plant, you do a tall, and then you do a filler that fills in, and then you do a spiller. This is the filler. The salsa is
In the
filler.
world.
The tacos is the, what is it called? I can't remember the term. You better-
Entree.
It's not the entree. It all makes you feel full, but filler, spiller. Oh, I can't think of it. Okay, no. What are you doing? Oh, you want to come over here? Okay. Leanne,
Does it
what's
rhyme?
going on?
Does it rhyme like the other
I
one?
think it does. Thriller.
Thriller.
It's a thriller because it's tall. A thriller, a filler, a spiller. That's what they're called.
Never in my entire life.
Okay, and the reason you want to do the cheese dip to where it's completely melted before you add the cilantro is because you don't want the cilantro to cook into the cheese dip for hours. You just want it to be a flavor. So
Yeah, so she hasn't added the cilantro to the cheese dip yet.
yeah, I'll show you.
And Elizabeth says hi.
We have
Say
a
hi.
few chunks still in here, but it's still going smooth.
Rude. Say hi.
You gotta say hi to the people.
Say hi to the people. What is that from? Is that from something?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have you eat over this bowl.
Mm.
You want your own bowl, Lo?
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
So it's
Do
so
they have any
hot.
questions?
There you go.
Boy.
No. Eat that and then I'll give you more to finish it. Do you have any questions about salsa or cheese dip or these tortilla chips? You can screenshot them if you want.
We'll post the recipe
Juanita's.
if I can. And my family really likes cilantro, so I add, like, for the salsa, I used a big bunch. I had a big bunch like this. Okay, and then I chopped the ends off. It smells so good.
That's for spicy.
No, it's called cilantro. And funny story, in Texas, I started, no, that's what Krista and I would do. In Texas, I started growing cilantro because I could create beautiful bunches of cilantro. Well, the bugs came out, and then I let it go to seed. Didn't realize it was a perennial when I was
You're speaking
young.
like a foreign language.
And the seed flew into my yard, and then for the next year, every time I mowed, it smelled like cilantro.
See, I thought it was
Is that a
onion.
problem? Probably not. No, that's something else that did the same thing. So, be careful. That's why I don't grow cilantro. It is cheap enough to purchase. It's so cheap, just purchase your cilantro. If you grow it, good luck. You may have a cilantro yard like me. Anyway, I use half of this into the salsa blender. The other half I chop up, and then I use half of it
Dang.
for the top of the cilantro in the salsa, and then the cheese dip. That's how I do it. Okay.
Ow.
All right.
Swallow?
Ready?
That was so loud. Is it done already? You want me to bring it over there?
Yeah, you can.
Ugh.
Can you see?
Oh. Oh
Okay,
my
here
gosh,
we go.
ow.
You can see it's nice and smooth. You okay?
No.
What'd you do?
That down step stool that everyone gets hurt on.
I have this wood step stool that is the death of most people. I have to hide it.
Corner
Okay,
is
so look
out
at that.
further
I'm
than you
just,
think.
I turn the heat off and I'm just stirring in the cilantro. That is it. Oh, blessed. If
Delicioso.
I could literally just have this for dinner. It's that good. Okay, so, boy. Now you're seeing the rest of my dirty kitchen. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Mmm. Okay. You want to taste leaf?
I'm going to have a lemon cake for my birthday.
You're the birthday girl. You get to taste.
You just tasted it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're the first one. What's that?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
the cook.
the second.
Okay.
It's really hot though. I don't want to burn my tongue.
This might go.
It's smoking.
Logan's claiming his bowl now. This is my bowl. I was going to see if I had to slap your mama, but it's way up there. I can't reach it. But
That good.
if you're looking for what it looks like, I'll show you later. It's not that hard to... Oh, Wade's going to help me.
It's like a yellow thing.
There he is. The secret ingredient to most things right here. Slap your mama.
Screenshot that.
It's from Louisiana, Lafayette.
I love to put this on my grilled cheese.
Mm. Yeah, I put this on the outside of the bread.
Yeah,
It is so good.
I discovered it. And
Okay.
it's the best way to have a grilled cheese. You don't want a ton on your grilled cheese or else you will have a burning mouth. But on the outside
just
of the
a
bread where
little
you
bit.
put the butter.
Butter,
It's so
a little
good.
slap your mama, grill it up. It is divine. It's the best grilled cheese you'll ever have. Okay, so here's the queso. We are done. Salsa and queso of your dreams. Go make it this week. You will not be disappointed. It is so, so yummy. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Leanna's birthday's tomorrow. We're going to celebrate, and we'll see you later. Thanks for joining.
Birthday of Maya. Mom's. I bless you.